Hi, my name's Michael, or you can call me MBL Designs, and quite a lot has happened since my last vlog/update. For one, this will become my future Lego room. So I've actually moved into my own apartment. I don't live with my parents anymore, and I've gotten my own free room apartment. So one of the rooms will now be my Lego room. So all of these sets that you see behind me are unopened Lego sets that I've gathered throughout like the past 5 years that I will now start building. And I'm going to talk a bit more about that in just a minute. But just overall, some other things that that has happened recently is, for one thing, I was recently a guest on the podcast Spit in Bricks with Jono, who was a contestant on, I think it was New Zealand's Lego Masters, and he's doing this thing right now where he's interviewing as many contestants as possible throughout every country's Lego Master. Whoever wants to be a part of the interview process are able to be. So that has been really fun, and we made one interview a couple of weeks ago which went really well, and he's a really nice guy to just talk about, and we talked a bit before the actual interview and the recorded stuff and stuff like that. So he's really nice, and in that interview at the end we actually did talk about what my future plans are, and this is where all of these sets actually come into place. And it is that I'm actually going to start recording or streaming on Twitch and on TikTok, because TikTok has recently changed their rules when it comes to live streaming. Yeah, before you had to have like 1,000 followers, now you don't. So I'll start streaming there and also on Twitch, where I will be building all of these Lego sets behind me. Because this is something I've thought about for a while, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that with the like quote unquote Lego journey that I've made throughout the years, a lot of it's recorded here on YouTube for some of the parts. But as a former Lego Monster contestant, I've also worked at a Lego store, and I also had direct contact with Lego through their Lego sales office here in Sweden, through something we call here in Sweden prao, which is basically like work experience. You spend a week at a company in elementary school, usually like 8th or 9th grade, something along those lines, where you get a sense of work experience basically. And I had mine at the Lego sales office. So combining all of that together, I have a lot of different perspectives when it comes to Lego, both as a fan, as a mock builder as well. I have the perspective of being a Lego Master contestant here in Sweden, how that might be different from any other country or even within the 3 seasons that we've had here in Sweden. But I also have the experiences of a former Lego employee from the Lego store, and how that experience have somewhat shaped my opinion of Lego as a company, both the good and also some of the bad. So that is something that I will be able to talk about through my streams basically. And besides that, when all of this is actually finished, I will of course continue with everything I've done before, like mocks and stuff like that. And usually something that I do, for those who don't know, most of all my mocks are built digital first, and then I build them physically. That gives me the opportunity to do the several different time lapses that I've made throughout the years. And this is something I will continue to do, but also do this live. So when I have a new project, I'll order the pieces and build it live on stream. So that's something I'm really excited about as well. But that is basically the plans I have for now when it comes to the whole streaming thing. When I'll start remains to be seen. I will keep you guys updated on that part later on, but hopefully within a couple of weeks to a month or something along those lines, because the plan I have for my room as of right now is all of these sets will of course be built, but when it comes to furniture and stuff like that, I will have shelves going through this whole wall and into this corner right here. This will be the shelves for all of these Lego sets, and all of the sets I also have stored in some of these boxes as well. So that will be the main display area, and hopefully I will be able to store some of my own MOCs in these shelves as well. In the opposite corner right here next to the window, I will have a desk with my computer and laptop, and then on the wall next here I will have some drawers for all my sorted stuff, sorted bricks, and my favorite elements and stuff like that. Right here in the middle of the room, I will have a desk in the center of the room, and this will be like the building island in the middle of the room where I will do all of my builds basically. And underneath that I will have some more storage units for mainly my bulk bricks, because something I was very fortunate of getting when I was working at the Lego store is everybody knows about the pick-a-brick wall and all of the pieces you have there, but all of those pieces come from these type of boxes. So as you can see here, all of these boxes contain just one single element in various different amounts depending on the size of the actual brick. And this is just one box that contains 6 of these parts boxes, which is what I call them. And I think I have over 10, so quite a lot. So all of these bulk pieces will be stored underneath the table, and it's a various amount of different pieces, everything from cheese slopes to brackets to bricks to plates, all kinds of stuff. And that's also a separate video that I'm thinking of doing later on when I get all of these things stored and sorted in the way I want. But yeah, I think that is everything for now. So if this is something that interests you, I will have all of the links. I will have my TikTok because that's already up and running and everything like that. But later on I will have my Twitch and everything, so you can find me there. And yeah, I'm very excited about the future when it comes to this Lego room and everything that I will be doing going forward, and hope you'll see me there basically. So please rate, comment and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in another video. Thank you for watching.